Okay, so hopefully this will kind of help people understand a little bit more. I keep saying the same things over and over again, but I feel like no one really understands what I'm actually saying. Like, I'll tell you, but you like hear something different. Like it, like I don't know. You're putting things together in your brain, like to try and find a way to steal, and that's like the wrong way to go about this. So I'll try to explain it to you again. Okay. So everyone is reborn over and over and over and over and over throughout history, throughout time, until or unless they act against God. If you act against God, you're dead forever. You're not coming back. There's no next lifetimes. That's it, right? And so I kind of made a chart for you to understand. So the original timeline, okay, so you have your birth and your death. If you look at the bottom, right? So you're born and then you die. That's the original timeline. Now, because of, sometimes it happens like this anyways, but so that's the original timeline. And let's say that in the original timeline, like this whole time on earth, right? You didn't act against God, right? So you got reborn. So you got reborn again. And it's like almost exactly the same lifetime, right? It's almost exactly the same because people don't like to change very much. And so it's like you get a second chance to change your decisions. Did you change your decisions? Like maybe you change your decisions a little bit, and then you die. And then it's the same lifetime over and over and over again. So it's like almost the same lifetime, but there's like little changes like as time progresses, right? All the way until you get to present time. And this is really annoying to the bloodline of God, like not God herself, but the bloodline of God. Because on the original timeline, we see so many bad things, like evil people like hurting children, like stealing, like all this stuff. And it's so annoying because they just keep getting reborn over and over and over again, despite doing all these evil things. And we have to take them out over and over and over again. Do you see? So that you kind of like get the mentality of the bloodline of God, God's children, angels, whatever you want to call it, right? It's so horrible to see someone doing so much damage to people and then they just get reborn. So, like, just a little side note, like some of God's children like really don't care what you do. God, the only thing God is worried about is if you act against her. Everything else doesn't really matter. It just is, right? The bloodline of God, like God's children, angels, whatever you want to call them, they all have their own different ideas, right? So, and they can't act against God, and they're not wrong, right? So that you understand, right? Like they're like the boss of everything. Like you're not going to steal from them. Like it's not a thing. So some of them, like some of God's children, don't care what you do. Like they just don't care. They're just kind of like, leave me alone, go away. They don't care. Some of them really care and will go out of their way to do things, right? So like people are trying to tell you like Axel's the devil. Okay, so what does the devil do? The devil tempts you to act against God, right? Now remember, like the devil is one of God's children, so can't act against God isn't wrong, but will tempt you, right? Will set you up sometimes. And there's lots of devils, right? There's lots of them to act against God. Why do they want you to act against God? So that you die forever, so that they don't have to deal with you again. So that evil thing that you did, you'll never live again because you did it, right? Otherwise, we have to deal with you over and over and over and over again, right? So it's sort of like so that you can conceptualize it, right? And God's children can't act against God. So this whole thing of like, oh, we're gonna have a conspiracy to take God's things, God's children, there's fallen angels. No, there's no fallen angels. There are angels who are tempting you to act against God because they want you to die forever so they don't have to deal with your stupid ass anymore. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So imagine on Earth, right? So there's the original timeline, and then it starts over, and it starts over, and it starts over. Okay, and so the bloodline of God, okay, so who we are, we can go through these different lifetimes. So we can go into the future, into the past, like anywhere we want, right? And so this original timeline, like where Axel is, okay, in Axel's body, right, the original one, they are saying like, oh, she's the one who lived. It's like, that's not what's going on here. We all live, you don't. So, okay, so the original timeline is the one with Axel, but that's 3,000 years ago. That's not even present day Earth. Present day Earth is up here. That's present time. The green line at the top, that's present time. All this other stuff happened thousands of years ago. But us, the bloodline of God, we can go into the future, into the past, all the way to present, and then we can go all the way to the past and stuff like that, right? And I'll try and like conceptualize it a little bit more for you so that you can kind of like understand how that works, right? And remember, like all these lifetimes, they're almost the same, almost the same, almost the same. Little changes until you get to present time. Okay, and remember, we can even go further than present time because we can see the future. But just to make it simple so that you understand, right? And so someone could, okay, so that's the original timeline, like where Axel is. And then you get another lifetime, and then you get another lifetime. Someone could die on lifetime number 4. So let's say they die there. They can't go further, so they'll never get to present time. They can see us and interact with us with the bloodline of God, but they can't, so they think that they're alive, but they're not alive. They're dead. And they can never get to present time. They're already dead. Do you see what I mean? And I'll try and like conceptualize it further for you. Oh yeah, okay, so all the females right now, okay, so see present time at the top. So what they were telling people is that they have a technology, and the technology is like a mind control technology, but it only works on the bloodline of God. Isn't that funny? Isn't that something? Okay, so humans and everybody, it's not just like humans, it's not just Earth, it's multiple dimensions, like it's big, everybody against us, right? But they don't understand what's going on. So the quote-unquote AI program, and I might still refer to it as an AI program, it's like an illusion. Like it's not really real. So the original timeline, Axel would be doing things, right? And talking to people who aren't there, and like walking into walls and stuff like that. And so what people were telling everyone around her was that, oh, she's under a mind control device, and the mind control device is malfunctioning, because they don't want to tell people what actually happened. What actually happened was that everyone's dead. Do you see what I mean? It's not a mind control device. It's not an AI program that she was under. She was in the future. She wasn't on that timeline. She was in the future. Sometimes she comes back and then she can interact with you the same, but it doesn't mean that you're alive. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, so like on the original timeline, like she would go through her life, like walk into walls and then walk into doors, talk to people who aren't there. And so they would call like the CIA or whatever, and the CIA would come and try and calibrate the technology. But it wasn't a technology. She was on a different timeline, or on a different, like into the future. She wasn't really there. She was walking around doing things, but she wasn't really there, right? Like not conscious, not experiencing it, okay? And I'll kind of give you an example. So this Furby uh, uh, doesn't exist on present day Earth. Here, I'll go back. So see the Furby, the little His Majesty the King Furby. Okay, so it exists on the original timeline where Axel is 3,000 years ago. It does not exist on present day Earth. That Furby. Okay? This Furby exists on the original timeline, not present day Earth. So they put God, right, into this quote unquote AI program to try and switch consciousness with Axel, right? Switch consciousness. But it's not an AI program. It's just an illusion, because we can time travel and we can switch our consciousness, like switch bodies with other of the bloodline of God. If they'll like allow it, we can switch bodies. So it's not really an AI program. I'm just in Axel's body 3,000 years ago. So I was on my phone 3,000 years ago, and I saw the Furby, and Rivers wanted the Furby. So I ordered it, and guess what? He got the Furby on present day Earth. On present day Earth, there's no Furbies. Furbies do not exist on present day Earth. Do you see what I'm saying? So what happened? Time travel. I went from the original timeline 3,000 years ago to present time. Do you see? You don't. You still won't. You'll still try and maneuver it to try and steal our position. It's so weird. You don't get it. Okay, so this one is the one that people are freaking out over. So the Labubu, right? So on the original timeline 3,000 years ago, that Labubu came out in 2024. But on present day Earth, it hasn't come out yet. It's going to come out, but it hasn't come out yet on present day Earth. And it's so funny because I can kind of switch from Axel's body 3,000 years ago to present time, right? I can sort of I can't switch all the way, but I can switch a little bit. And Rivers is there on present day Earth, and because it's almost the same, right? The timeline doesn't shift too much, but so I'm there, and it's funny because on the original timeline, so where Axel is, I was like, do you want, like, which one? Like, do you want the green or, like, the orange one? Because those are the ones I can get on eBay, right? And he's like, oh, it doesn't matter, whichever one you can get, the green or the orange one. But on present time, on present day Earth, asked him the same question, and he said, not the green one, not the green one. Whichever one, not the green one. So it's funny that it changed from 3,000 years ago. He said, whichever one, but on present time, right? Isn't that funny? But, like, do you see it? You probably don't, though. That's the thing. You probably don't. Okay. Oh, hold on. Oops. Okay, I'll pay that first.
In your dreams, while you're awake, dead people like in graves and coffins, walking around like regular people. They don't see each other. They only see what they want to see. They don't know they're dead. How often do you see them? All the time.
See, like, it's kind of like the Sixth Sense, right? Like, if you watch that movie, it's almost perfect. It's almost like someone new, right? Okay, so I'll tell you my college friend story. Like, I have lots of stories, like, going through my life, but I literally just thought that people were just fucking with me. Like, they were just fucking with me, but not in that way. So I remember, I was in college, right? And I remember being in like the computer lab and someone came up to talk to me or whatever, and I was like talking to him. And then he left and someone asked like, who are you talking to? And I was like, oh, Otto, he was just here. And she was like, there was no one there. What are you talking about? I'm like, Otto. And she's like, he died a year ago, or he died at the beginning of the year. And I'm like, what are you talking about? We just had a project with him. He was in the project with us. And she's like, no. Do you see what I mean? Do you see? No, because they're all covering it up because they don't want to realize that they're dead. You're not alive, you're dead. A lot of you. Some people lived, but I'm not going to talk about it too much because I don't want other people to hurt them, right? Okay, so next one. Ooh, this is good. Okay, listen to this.
You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity. You thought you could kill Charlie Kirk? You have made him immortal. Okay, so yeah, it's like Bizarro Land. It's so like you're not understanding things from our perspective, right? So this stuff is humiliating for themselves, and they don't get it. They don't realize like you're humiliating yourself. It's like you built some weird fantasy, like where you're gonna be like king of the earth. It's so weird. It's not real. You're dead. Like you died thousands of years ago. Do you see what I mean? So on present day Earth, there is a Charlie Kirk funeral. There was it did not look like this. It was not this fucking shit show extravaganza. It was not this. Like there were like hundreds of thousands of people like lined up. Like it was fireworks. Like Charlie Kirk wasn't anybody here. Like I don't know if he was even a politician or like, I don't know. He wasn't really anybody. So why are you making this huge spectacle for someone who like wasn't really anybody, right? And then other people were pointing out, like, they were like, his family wasn't even there. Like just his like wife was there. And then they have these weird speeches that are obviously not about what they're talking about. But like, so these people are really serious about it. They think they're battling for the earth or something, right? Like they're dead. Like you're not alive. You died 3,000 years ago. You're not on present day Earth, right? They think they're alive and they're fighting for you died. Like this is humiliating, right? Is it not? Like, how can you not be humiliated by this? Because you built some weird fantasy that there was a big conspiracy against God and you spent all this money. Like, you're all trying to steal our castles and our palaces, right? Look, so this is 3,000 years ago. You don't understand how much money was put into this. You could have built like 8 castles with the amount of money that you put into this little fucking retard show to humiliate yourselves, right? And like, okay, so walking through the palaces and there's other people's pictures and I'm trying to type it on Twitter, but it's like, you don't understand. So there's all these pictures in the palaces of like all these dead people, of all these people. And remember, you can't live in our palaces. Like you can't live in them. You can have someone paint your painting of you as a king or something like that and hang it in the palace. But I see that, and that's humiliating. They're they painted a picture, like they're humiliating themselves. I'll let them do it. I'll make a whole wall in my castle of paintings of people humiliating themselves, right? And you have so remember, until you act against God, we have to deal with these people over and over and over and over again. So me having your face in my castle is perfect, because then I can have people over and I can be like, look at that retard who tried to steal from me. If you see him again, just know how fucking retarded he is.
And your next lifetime is going to be hell, and the next lifetime is going to be hell, and the next lifetime is going to be hell till you act against God. But guess what? Axel found a way for everybody to act against God. So they never have to deal with you anymore. It's like you're retarded. It's like you're retarded and you don't know. You don't know. Right? So do you get it? So that Charlie Kirk stuff, it happened on the original timeline. Just the original timeline. Not the other ones. Not on present day Earth. So like our children are gonna, and we're gonna like, you're dead. You're not alive. You're fucking retarded. You're humiliating yourself. You're so embarrassing. So like all this stuff, right? Like, so this Damien Hirst guy, he literally thinks that there's like a big, like, fallen angels trying to take over God's position. Like, he actually thinks that that's a real thing, right? So he made all this blasphemous art, right? Like trying to embarrass God, right? Like, I don't know if this is like meant for, yeah, because this is Mary Magdalene, right? Mary Magdalene. Okay, so humans have made it something else, but it's mother of all things. What do they call it? Like the what do you call it? Like universal chalice or something? Everyone comes from this one person, like creator of all things. Like, so you know, right? Like everyone comes from God, you know. She created everything around you. Everything that you have is because of her. Every single thing. And you want to make artwork that's calling her what, like a drug abuser with like self-inflicted cuts all over her arms and love me written on her stomach. Like, whoa, you're so retarded. Whoa, that's humiliating, right? That's artwork no one's gonna keep. But so Axel, me, I'm gonna keep all of your fake pictures that you hung up. I'm gonna keep them. And make a wall of retards. And then I'll have people over, and then we can go through the hall of retards, and everyone can see how amazing I am, because that person tried to fuck with me and they died forever. And that person tried to fuck with me and they died forever. And see everything I have? You see all the castles, my whole lavish lifestyle? Guess who funded it? All these fucking dead people who tried to steal from me. Do you see? You don't get it. You're not even here. You fucking retard. Yeah, so you can kind of get it. Like, so this is Axel's body 3,000 years ago, right? Axel is on present day Earth. She's not like in this house or anything. Axel's on present day Earth. But she was also here 3,000 years ago. So we can time travel in our own lifetimes, like in our own body. Like we can go through our consciousness and go back in time and change things, right? So what did they do? Okay, so on present day Earth, because they're so retarded, they never stop. It's so weird. On present day Earth, they made this quote unquote AI program to try and trap us, right? But they're so stupid, they don't understand anything. They're so dumb. So they tried to make this, they thought they were so more powerful than God, but they're like, you're dirt. Like you don't get it. You're stupid. So they tried to make this AI program because they wanted to, me, Axel, they wanted to switch my position with God, right? So they tried to switch my consciousness with God's body because they thought I was acting against God. They thought I was the leader of the rebellion against God. It's so stupid. Think whatever you want. Seriously, you're so retarded. You're beyond helping. Okay, so they wanted to switch our consciousness so they can try and take our bodies, right? So they thought Axel, okay, so me, Axel, was the leader of the rebellion against God. And like, I would even, like, you know that I'm the devil, right? Yeah, you, like, so you know, right? Yeah, we're gonna do it. Okay. So retarded. So okay, so they made this imaginary AI program to take all the females, because on the original timeline, the females weren't there. Like, the females were all over somewhere else, right? But now everything's destroyed because of what you people did. So all the females are on present day Earth. All on present day Earth. So they made this AI program to try and, they kept trying to switch people, right? But all it did was take all of our consciousness and put it into Axel's body on the original timeline 3,000 years ago. So, like, right now, it's not just Axel speaking, like, it's Axel's body, but we're all in this quote-unquote AI program thinking that we're Axel. It's so fucking retarded. Okay, so what did this do? Okay, so you got all the females, right? All the females inside Axel's body 3,000 years ago. And they would gladly do it because of what they know, that what they're going to get for it, right? Because every time you do something bad to us, we get something for it. And you get something really bad. So if you do something good for us, it helps us and it helps you. But if you do something bad for us, it helps us and it hurts you. But so you don't get it. So it's like, it's almost like a mathematical formula. So they'll be like, you want to do what with me? And they like calculate, I'm going to get this castle and this castle and this castle and this money and all these meals and all this stuff because you want to do that to me? Okay, I'll take it. Sure. No problem. How do you think we have all this stuff to begin with? Like, so retarded. Okay, so you got all of the females in Axel's body 3,000 years ago, which, like, we can call it an AI program, will let you think that you did it. You didn't. We voluntarily did it because we know what we're going to get for it. But you also fucked up so badly because you did it to God. You put God in Axel's body 3,000 years ago. And remember, like, you can act against any one of God's children and you'll still be reborn. They still have to deal with you. But if you act against God, you die forever. You don't come back. So you tried to put God's consciousness inside of Axel's body 3,000 years ago, which she let you and I let you, which means everything that was done to Axel 3,000 years ago is done to God 3,000 years ago. Oh, it's so great. So there's people on present day Earth, and yeah, I don't want them to get hurt. So, but they'll keep on living. They're not dead, right? But all these people that maybe would have gotten to present time because of what they did to Axel, they're dead forever. You're so stupid. Like, you don't know. Like, you're humiliating yourself and you don't know. You think I'm in a battle against the world and we're gonna do it. No. And then you have to remember too. So Axel's the devil, right? So she has all her meals and all that. They know that all these people are gonna die. Okay, so like, if knowing all this information, if you still act against God, like, you deserve it, right? I know that there's people who, like, wouldn't do it to begin with because it's like evil, right? So they wouldn't do it to begin with. But there's all these people who we know are going to die. Like, we know that they're not being reborn. So we can kind of like, it's like throwing fuel on a fire, right? They're going to die anyway. So we might as well throw fuel on the fire and make it worse, because then we get more things. Because every time someone does something against us, we get more things. And they're going to die anyway. So we're going to get more things if they keep acting against us. It's so stupid. Oh, it's so great. It's so great. So they could stop it at any time. Here's the thing. We can stop it at any time, but we don't have an incentive to stop it. There's no incentive because we just keep getting paid. We just keep getting more. We just keep getting more things. All the evil people just keep humiliating themselves. It's just going over and over and over. So we don't have an incentive to stop it. We could, but there's really no incentive. Other people, so they could stop, like they can stop this at any time. They can stop it because it's not a real AI program. We just let you think it's real. It's not real. If they turn it off, like this all stops. All of it stops. We go back into our bodies and everything stops. But they still think they can take our things. Okay? They still think that there's a rebellion against God. Okay? So what? So here's another thing too. So I'm about to be homeless because they tried to. So first they tried to say that I owe like a whole bunch of money that I already paid. Then they're trying to evict me from a house that I already own. So I'm about to be homeless, and so I'm kind of planning everything for living in my car. But like you can't conceptualize things really well because Earth is so different from everywhere else, and it depends on where you are in time, but just having a roof over your head and food to eat, that's a lot, right? So from other planets, like males will watch me, Axel, what they're doing and making her go live in the car, making God go live in the car, making all these females go live in a car. But like they'll still have food to eat, and they're not like living like freezing cold because there's always like shelters that you can go and stay at, right? So they're looking at it and they're going like, it's not that bad, right? Like it's truly not that bad. And the females like have been through like everything you can imagine. And to them, it's not that bad. Like it's that bad like that you guys are doing it because you're hurting yourselves. But to us, it's like not that bad. And we know how much we're going to get for it, right? So imagine like someone offers you, like, let's say someone wants to kick you out of your house because they think they can live in it, okay? And so they offer you, if you will temporarily go and live in your car and leave your house, we'll give you like 8 castles. Will you stay in your house or will you go live in your car and take the 8 castles? All the females are like, I'll take the 8 castles. I'll take it, no problem. It's like you're a retard. It's like you're a retard. Yeah, so how do you know if you're on present time? I know I hate like directing it like that, but the people who need to hear it need to hear it. And the people, like there's people who this doesn't even apply to, right? And I hope that they know it, like, and it doesn't like hurt them. But the people who need to hear it, right? Okay, so present day Earth, what's happening? All the females are very young except for Axel. She's older. But like God is like, they don't want to tell you because they were like sexting God on the internet, not even like close to of age, right? Like very, very young. And that's about the same age as all the other females that they were doing this to on the internet, taking their clothes off very, very young. Okay, so like you kind of get it. But there are still, so on present day Earth, we have babies, thousands of them being born in Arizona. So, like, if you can, if where you are, the babies, thousands of babies are being born in Arizona, you are on present day Earth. And I don't mean like in the media, right? Because the media can be deceiving. It could not even be happening. But if it's like, if you go there and there's thousands of babies, you're on present day Earth. If you have no idea that, if you keep saying like that's not happening, you're making it up, you are dead. You're dead. Right? It's a comedy show. They keep saying it's a comedy show. It's a fucking comedy show. And you think you're humiliating us, but you're not. We're just like throwing fuel on the fire to get more things, because most of these people are going to be dead anyway. Man. Okay, the end.